Hāpaitia te ara tika pūmau, ai te rangatiratanga mō ngā uri whakatipu.
Local government touches all of our lives, all of the time. From roads and cycleways to get to school or work, to events and cultural celebrations, to public transport, parks and libraries, to environmental issues and much more. Over the next 30 years, New Zealand will face massive challenges, impacting all aspects of our lives. Population growth will put pressure on housing. Technology will change how we work. Climate change will reshape how we live, and will continue to be threatened by pandemics, recessions, biodiversity loss, and more. For our tamariki to inherit a country that is prosperous and thriving, our communities need to be empowered so they can deal with these challenges. But they need support from local government. That's where we come in. We are the review into the future for local government. Our purpose is to take an independent look at local democracy to see how it needs to respond and adapt to the changing conditions of the future. We understand all communities across Aotearoa have their own strengths and challenges, and we understand there's no one-size-fits-all approach to local government. So, to make informed and meaningful recommendations, we've sought out voices from across the motu. We've engaged with national committees and local communities, change makers and policy shapers, iwi, hapu and Māori experts. From whangarei to the Chathams, we've spoken to councils, boards and delegates. From the beehive to the farm, we've heard from ministries, businesses and experts. We've even looked overseas for examples and ideas. We've listened to these voices, and they've asked challenging questions such as,
how can the public find out what local government actually does and the value it has on their lives?
What roles and functions are meaningful for iwi and hapu?
And how else could councils work with mana whenua?
When should we start using digital platforms for voting?
Should councillors have compulsory ongoing cultural training?
How will we reflect te tiriti in council decisions?
And the voice of mana whenua and papatua nuku.
How could a youth perspective be reflected in local decision making? Should the voting age be lowered to 16?
What should the council's role be in addressing climate change and social and economic inequity?
How can local government work more closely with central government?
And is the current way local government is funded and structured sustainable?
these are some of the big questions that matter most to our people. And these are some of the big challenges local government will need to address. By asking these questions now, we can reshape the future of local government so it can empower all of our communities across Aotearoa. From October, formal submissions and feedback on our draft report and recommendations will be open. Visit futureforlocalgovernment.govt.nz for more information.
Toi tū te marae o tāne. Toi tū te marae o Tangaroa. Toi tū te iwi.